haunted playground.
Okay, let's see how this goes. This is the intro for my new show, Demon Haunted Playground. I wanted to start a show about dealing with our demons in objective personality. So I'm waiting on my official type, which is coming next Friday in the afternoon. I've already self-typed, which I've played around with for a while, and I guess I'll go ahead and announce it so I can look like a fool when I'm wrong. But I think I'm an ISTP jumper, so TINI, and I think sleep, consume, blast, play, maybe play blast. I'm still not 100% on that. And then the modalities. Recently I've come to the decision that I think my I think my FE, extroverted feeling, is, I was thinking feminine for a long time, but just in the last week or so, I've been watching some typing videos of people who have masculine FE, and it seems obvious now that that's what I have. So the sensory, for the longest time I was stuck thinking I had to be masculine sensory, although there was always like a little doubt in my mind, like, crap, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm feminine sensory. So I don't know, the intuition and the sensory both seem masculine to me. I don't know, I listen to people and I don't know, I need clarity on that. My memory is not great, but if it's a demon and I'm skipping over the sensory all the time, would that make sense? I don't know. I do seem to have a very good memory when I apply myself. Like, I can remember phone numbers from when I was a kid. All the time as a kid, people would tell me their phone number, and I would just think about it for a second, and I'm like, okay, I got it. And I would remember it forever. As I got older and, never dialed the numbers, then I've let them slip away. But I still remember a phone number from a kid I went to elementary school with, first grade with. His name is Alfred Shoup. He's still around. I remember his phone number from back then. I don't even know if it's still his phone number, but it's 2533. It's 301 area code. We didn't have to dial area codes when I was a kid. I also remember all of the books of the Bible, which I learned as a kid, which I haven't touched the Bible in 20 some years, so that's still up there. I'm good with, like, my wife will play this game with me where she'll say or a movie's on, she's like, oh, do you know what year this movie was out? And I'll think back to what I was doing at that time, and I'll be like, okay, it's between this and this, probably, and I'll usually guess maybe a year or so around the actual date that it came out, and I'll tell, well, they were filming it in that year, so I'm pretty close. But I'm usually like a year or two off one way or the other. I'm usually pretty good at that. If it's a movie I'm familiar with. A lot of movies, especially the ones before I'm born, it's like, I don't know, I can't guess those. But ones that were out maybe 1977 onward, up until probably when we got married, which was in 94. And like, I can remember birth dates. I remember my in-laws' birthdays. My wife doesn't know them at all. She's like, oh, it's in this month, and it'll take her a while. I know the year, I know, so I think my sensory is masculine. So it's possible I'm a double masculine. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And I was always very good with numbers, so I don't know. It could be that I'm SI and NE. I've heard people talk about how some of them seem like some of the other ones, like the, I don't remember what it was, masculine NE. I thought somebody just said something about that is a lot like SE or something. I'm still fuzzy on all that, but when I was looking at the cognitive functions back in before I got into objective personality. From those definitions, it seemed obvious that I was NISE. I didn't relate at all to any dog barking. I didn't relate at all to any SI, and when I look at those definitions, those don't make any sense to me from my experience. So I feel like if I had SI and it was high, and it was a certain whatever the modality is that makes it seem like it's maybe SE or NI, maybe. I don't see any in me at all, unless the masculine version looks like, so who the hell knows. Now I'm probably gonna swear a lot in this on this show, which I'm trying not to do too much of in this intro. I'm gonna try to keep this intro short, so I'm only gonna go another minute or so. God damn dog barking the whole fucking time. Maybe there's somebody out front actually, since she's going crazy. Yeah, somebody at the front door. She just ran away from the front door, if that makes sense. So, we'll see how the show goes. I'm going to swear a lot, which, if you have a problem with that, it's Amazon's out front. Oh, they left us a box. How nice. I need to edit this. So, welcome to the Demon Hunter Playground. Get ready to tackle your demons, or watch me tackle mine, and hopefully we can all benefit from figuring out those are our demons right there. Instead of beating on them and beating them into submission, I think the tactic that I want to take is to identify them, show some compassion towards them. For me, if I'm right, that masculine demon FE is this beast I've been keeping in a cage, the wild animal that I've been trying to keep under control all my life. I'll let it out a little bit, maybe sedate him first, use it sparingly, and then put it back in that cage. Don't feed it, treat, abuse it. And I'm realizing that was not a good, tactic to take with that function. It affected my ability to blast and to play, which I avoided both most of my life. My whole adult life was chaotic avoidance of interacting with other people. So like my two extroverted functions are demons, and the two extroverted animals are demons, because those functions are ones I ignored, brutalized, only let out in negative ways, and I'm realizing, holy shit, I can actually put some effort into these things and help myself overcome a bunch of problems that have always plagued me. So my tactic, which I was starting to say before and then I got sidetracked somehow, that's how my brain works sometimes. So the tactic is treat these abused animals that are my demons, treat them kindly, compassionately, learn how to take them out of their cage, train them to be, well behaved, get rid of the cage, throw that thing away. That's been a problem. Keep them out, but help them be well behaved members of the collective that is me. That's a fucking chore, and it's going to be hard, because when I have wielded like a lightsaber that masculine FE, I've basically been like a 3-year-old, like just chopping people up with it, and they're like, what's wrong with you, dude? You're a problem. Don't do this. So it was like, okay, this is something that makes people not like me, so put that in a cage. Don't use that tool. A lot of mixed metaphors in that, but I think the point is getting across, hopefully. This is a place to work on our demons. I'd like to have some guests on and I'll reach out to people and say, hey, would you like to come on and we can talk about our demons, deal with them, help each other, help the community. As someone who's self-above tribe, I need to get to the place where I'm actually focused on helping other people. And if it helps me, that's cool, which is probably the goal anyway, but I need to make the tribe the goal. It's like I've been the goal all this time. It's like we need to give some balance there finally, and hopefully through this work I can be more balanced and well-rounded and not have so much trouble using those demons. So that's the goal. We'll see how it goes, and please come along for the ride. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Maybe don't share. I like to grow this thing small, if it grows at all. It could just be something the community can, interact. Please comment, if you have suggestions, thoughts, and, let's have a back and forth. This is about the community. I'd like to have people on. If you think you might be interested in coming on to work on your demons with me, we can have some other people at different times. I need to figure out the whole system that people use to have, multiple people talking to each other. I don't know if we'll do live things or just record them and then I'm not editing videos. That's nonsense. I'll put a little opening thing on the front end, but that's going to be the extent of that. So come along for the ride. Get ready to tackle those demons, train them, treat them compassionately, and don't keep them in a cage. Later.